There are a lot of new amateur pilots out there, and instead of planes, these pilots are flying drones.
The I-Team discovered some drone pilots are taking big risks with your safety. They are flying into protected airspace around major airports, including right here in Milwaukee. Experts say the FAA needs to do much more to keep you safe. Paul Walter learned to fly an airplane well before he was licensed to drive a car.
There we go.
Those years of experience make him a cool customer in the air, even on a day last September when a strange object over Milwaukee zipped past his Piper PA-39.
My wife goes, "Look at that," and boom, we saw a large drone. It was off our wing, maybe 50 feet.
Walter had a dangerously close encounter with a drone, a big one too, flying much higher than he thought was possible, and in the protected airspace around Mitchell International Airport.
We just had a drone fly by us here at we're at 5,000.
Walker's first instinct was to warn other pilots because a drone around an airport could have deadly consequences.
If it went through the windshield, I mean, that could be serious, to say the least. It could kill the pilots.
That's why federal law creates a 5-mile bubble around airports where drones can only fly with permission. The I-Team discovered dangerous drone operators break that law almost 6 times a day. Records reviewed by the I-Team show just last year, pilots reported more than 2,100 unregistered drones in protected airspace. In Wisconsin, it happened 11 times, with 5 of those close calls in the bubble around Mitchell International Airport.
Right at 2,000 feet, just off the left-hand side, looks like a small drone.
That is the pilot of Southwest Flight 4437. It's a 737 passenger jet. It encountered a drone May 27th of last year while coming in for a landing.
We need to be extremely cautious about this and don't leave that to chance.
Professor Javid Bayandor is an aerospace engineer. He studies drone strikes at the Crash Lab, located in the University at Buffalo in New York. His simulations show what a drone would do to a jet engine, the damage done in less than a second.
By the time you detect a drone on a radar or see it on an aircraft, it would be too late.
So what does the FAA do to fight this risk? In most cases reviewed by the I-Team, it simply calls local police. Greenfield was sent to look for the drone called in by Southwest 4437. An officer searched the area around College Avenue and 51st Street, but found nothing. The I-Team discovered this happens almost every time. From those 2,122 drone reports called in last year, only 19 resulted with the pilot tracked down and fined. In a statement, the FAA said that's as far as they can go, adding the FAA does not impose criminal penalties. That's a question for law enforcement. Just last month, the Government Accountability Office determined FAA needs to do more, releasing this study on drones with a clear warning in the title. FAA should improve its management of safety risks, citing the research of Professor Javid Bayandor as a big reason why.
It's time for us to look into proper regulations. We're not trying to limit anyone, but try to look into proper regulations that would make sure that all of us are safe.
For pilots like Paul Walter, drones are just the latest potential problem on their radar. Except a drone flying where it shouldn't be is just too small to see until it's too late.
We could have never missed it if it would have been in a collision course. I mean, by the time we saw it, we were upon it.
The FAA declined to sit down for an interview with us. In a statement, it said education's a key component of its drone safety plan. It knows that is often not enough.